last couple of months, the Niners secondary has been getting exposed. It's only been certain quarterbacks who've been able to pull it off, but wide receivers have been getting open against the Niners secondary, particularly deep. And people have been asking, like, what do you do? What's the adjustment that you make? What should D'Amico do? And the more I think about it, the more I'm thinking that the problem is Talanoa Hufanga. And he's a Pro Bowler. He's a great story. He's a great guy. He knows Troy Polamalu. But it's just that he hasn't had an interception since week 10. And since then, he's given up 5 touchdown catches and a passer rating of 144 according to Pro Football Focus. And it's not just that he's like getting beat. Like Diamador Lenore gets beat, but he's there. He's just like getting beat at the catch point by better players, and it's hard to knock him. Dude, Talanoa is like not even in the picture. He's busting coverages weekly, and he's getting beat for touchdowns. I'm starting to think that they might need to bench this guy. What do you think, man?
Gosh, man, I just this one's tough because I really do like Hufanga, but let's take the sample size real quick. You talked about the touchdowns. First of all, he's only given up 7 catches in the last 5 games, but 5 of them have been for touchdowns. If you look at Talanoa Hufanga's season, it's a tale of 2 stories. First 11 games, 404 coverage snaps, 1 touchdown given up, 4 interceptions.
Dude, dominant. All pro.
Dominant. Yeah,
dominant.
All pro. Everything that I mean, just incredible. Last 5 games, only 211 coverage snaps, 5 touchdowns given up, 0 interceptions.
Yeah.
The regression is real, and teams have, figured it out.
And again, if he were close, if he were in the picture, I'd be like, hey man, it's bad luck. But he is busting coverages every game. Every game.
Yeah. But then he's also the guy that can go get you he does break up a lot of passes though too. He there.
Let me present an alternative to you.
Okay. Yeah. That's just it. If you're going to give me a problem, I need a solution. What's the solution?
Okay. What's the solution? The solution is bench Talanoa, move Jimmy Ward to strong safety, play him alongside Gibson, and move Womack. You could move Womack to nickel, or you could move Lenore back to nickel and play, Janoris Jenkins outside. I wish I had something better to say than Janoris Jenkins, but you could do that.
Okay.
Or you could stick with Lenore. I mean, Lenore hasn't been awful. He's not great, but he hasn't given up a touchdown this year. He's not terrible. He's not beating you. He's not getting you killed. You could put Womack in the slot and move Ward back to strong safety. Why not that?
Okay, what about this? Let's meet in the middle here. How about you don't bench Hufanga, but you put Ward back at strong, still keep him at strong, and when you go single high, Ward's your guy and not Hufanga, because Hufanga's still a playmaker. He's still getting after the quarterback. He's still getting his tackles. He's still getting his pass breakups. Like those things haven't changed. He's just getting beat deep. And I feel like if you put him in a too high situation on Charvarius Ward's side, maybe it's not as big of a deal. And when you go a 1 high situation, that 1 high is Jimmy Ward, who we certainly trust in that situation.
Okay.
What do you think of that?
Fair enough. I just feel like it's possible that I think it's probable the 2 best safeties on the team are Gibson and Ward. So play them. But again, the whole reason that Ward's playing nickel is because they don't feel confident in Womack or whatever. I get it, but how many busted coverages are you going to allow Talanoa? And I don't know why he's busting these coverages. It almost feels like he got all this positive press and all this, he's a Pro Bowler, that he's like almost trusting his instincts a little too much. Like, yo, can you just play your position, please? Please? Because your instincts are all off right now. And you're lacking experience, and teams are going after you and getting the best of you. So, I don't know. I guess he's got one more week, man. You got David Blau and the Cardinals. Can you please not give up a touchdown this week? If you do, I'm benching you. I'm not the head coach. I'm just quality control.
And the thing is, too, is that we knew that his speed was an issue, a potential issue. I'm not going to say it was an issue, but his instincts could make up for it when he's right. When he's right. The problem is he hasn't been right. I don't think his speed is that much of an issue. I think it's his
It's the instincts. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. The problem, it's not that he's getting like, he's in man-to-man coverage and he got beat by a step or two.
Right.
He's not in the frame. He's busting coverages. He's over here when he should be over there. Like, you can't do that. You can't freaking freelance because, I mean, Ronnie Lott could. Good things would happen when Ronnie Lott would freelance, but apparently you're not getting those results. Maybe Troy Polamalu could, but you can't stop freelancing right now. Otherwise, they should put Jimmy Ward back there or bring back Jaquaski Tart. Because you say one thing about Jaquaski Tart, he didn't freaking freelance. No,
but he also wasn't a playmaker. So
no, but he didn't give up freaking touchdowns.
Yeah, well, he didn't catch interceptions either.
I'm just saying. At this point, right now, I'll take slow and steady Jaquaski over freaking. Oh, there's another touchdown, Talanoa. So
you know what's interesting? Here's what's interesting. When you go look at his snap counts and where he's lined up, the one game in the last 5 where he didn't give up a touchdown was the game where he had the most snaps in coverage, playing strictly free safety and not in the box. Very interesting. I don't know what to make of that. You would think, okay, put him more near the box. That would solve the issue. But the one game he wasn't a problem was the game where he was just strictly playing free safety. So I don't know.
Well, I feel like he's new. Like the book wasn't out on him until recently, and now every team that hits the Niners is trying to get after him deep. So what's the adjustment? I don't know.
Well, no, and I'm saying over the last 5 though.
Yeah,
over the last 5. Yeah.
All right.